in the emergency room. They're like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I have pneumonia." And they're like, "How do you know you have pneumonia? You came to the emergency room to get diagnosed." I was like, "Well, I went to the doctor. And they said you have pneumonia." Or they said I have pneumonia, and they're like, "Well, then why are you here?" They're like, "You got your medicine. Like, what do you want?" I'm like, "I can't breathe, people. I can't breathe." And they're like, "Okay, all right, calm your tits."
What time was that?
This is at 4:30 a.m. So they put the little thing in here, right?
Jerry officially had a little thing inside him.
Thing inside of it, but no, that sucked. They basically, and then the lady comes in, she's like, "Okay, we need to give you an IV." And she's like, "Okay, you're not afraid of needles." I'm like, "No, I got a million IVs." 4:30 a.m.
No, you're responding to the stream. You gotta turn the volume down.
No, I've got the shit. Hold on, where's another?
Did you seriously just respond to me in the stream? And, Alright guys, hey, welcome to Tech Talk number 37. And Jerry is dying and talking. He's talking to me in the stream and not live. Let's go ahead and roll that intro.
Let me fix this, dude. I've got like 5 streams open.
That's what's so awesome. I still hear me in your from your mic. What? People are saying they can't hear you.
Oh, well, you better fix that, Jay. That's going to be a problem.
We'll fix it. We'll fix it right now. Hold on.
Pull this up. Please stand by. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Oh, you
I got
can
it.
do that?
I got it.
Cool.
It should be going right now. Okay. I think we're good. It says everything's good now. Okay, you guys should be able to hear Jerry now, right? Right?
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me? Hello.
Audio's messed up. We can't hear you. This is
Hello. Well, it's laggy. You got to wait like 30 seconds.
Fail Talk. I have a feeling that's going to get memed.
Jay, calm your tits. Unless the rest have been calm.
That's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm perfectly comfortable.
Did you see my cool Flash hoodie? Check
That I now understand all the Flash comments that were going around. Like, "Oh, Jerry's a Flash." I was like, "What
Flash.
the? Jerry is dying. He is not the Flash."
It's like an oxymoron. I'm like the slowest person ever, and I weigh like 280 pounds, and I got my Flash hoodie on. That's awesome.
Okay. Audio and everything should be fixed.
Yep, it's good now. Perfect. Yep. No, everybody is having a good time.
So
All
just
right.
to recap what you were saying that people couldn't hear because the audio was messed up was you went to the ER, they put a little thing inside of you, and you're better.
Yes,
right?
pretty much.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
I'm doing better, but I'm still like I still drown if I sleep more than an hour at a time. So I just do these like little hour naps throughout the day.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and roll that intro again one more time. So here we go.
That's for me to be doing.
Damn,
not you.
Jerry, what the heck, man? Hey, guys, what's up? Tech Talk number 37, take 2. Dude. Okay, so
all right, Jay, it is time to do this tech talk. So let's talk about things tech related and absolutely nothing else. But actually, let's just talk about whatever.
So 2 days ago, I lost my sunglasses, and in Southern California, that is like your life comes to a screeching halt if your sunglasses are lost.
Well, I'd imagine.
And I have another pair of sunglasses. And I'm not happy with them. And I went to Sports Chalet today. I didn't have a sunglass hut nearby, so I went to Sports Chalet and I was looking through all the different. No, Halls is not paid placement. Do not show that logo, please. Thank you. Anyway, don't you wag that thing at me. So I found a pair of sunglasses that I really liked and I bought them. Of course, they were called the Technician. Their Technician is the brand, not the brand, but the model name. So I just thought that was a little bit weird. Technician. So, yeah, but guys, Jerry is dying. This will be his last show. He was actually put on hospice today. I think he was given like 72 hours to live. He's got some crazy Amazonian fungal virus thing contracted through.
They said I have the pneumonia hyperencephaloid AIDS, and they gave me like 72 hours tops.
Yeah, so he may start convulsing at some point during this stream, and if we're lucky, he might actually die during this stream, which would make the stream actually go viral for once. You know,
They probably would, Jay. So I'm actually pulling for you.
I'm willing to sacrifice you in the name of viral video. Just
Oh, me
wanna
too. I
put
mean,
that
I'm
out
like,
there.
having to wake up in the morning and then make breakfast and go to work. I mean, that's all overrated. I just kind of want to just lay in my little box in the ground and be all like warm and snuggly.
I hate waking up in the morning.
I do, dude. I love going to sleep, but I hate waking up. It's like, God, stand this whole suicide thing. No, I'm just kidding.
So
Yeah, I live in Seattle. What?
yeah,
You know,
you want to hear something funny?
What?
I have a friend that moved up to Seattle. I remember what city
You
he's
have a
in.
friend? What?
I have a couple of them actually.
Wow.
And you do a pretty good job pretending to be my friend. But anyway, he comes down here to visit from Seattle. He moved up there last year. The week he's down here, it's cold, it's raining, the wind is blowing. He goes back up, the sun is out, the birds are chirping, and it's warm again. So what is up with you people from Washington and bringing the weather and crap down here like that? I don't get it.
Hey, don't blame us, man. All I know is I went to California to see my dad like a year ago, and all
like
I
a
remember
million
was
degrees.
the air quality was absolutely shit. It was like 20 degrees in the morning and 1,000 degrees in the afternoon. It's like I don't even know how human life can like survive down there.
When you come down here to visit, your nose is probably going to dry up.
Probably. Oh, Spider Device says he lives in Seattle too. Oh no, Spider Device, please don't come to my house and murder me. I'd appreciate it. Thank
Guys, Jerry is located at... No, I'm just kidding.
you. Jerry's located at dink, paste. Oh, did I tell you? I got an email from a guy the other day. I love this because I really love it when people look out for me. But I get an email from a guy and he's like, "Dude, you tweeted and it had accidentally showed your location on there." And he gave me like an exact address. And he's like, "Don't worry, I'm not a stalker or anything. I just want to let you know so you can go delete it really quick." And I replied back and I was like, "It was Southern California." I was like, "Dude, that was my VPN."
Yeah.
Like, it used my VPN address, but I still thought it was cool that he called it out because I could have easily not been using the VPN when I made that mistake. Because all the mobile devices seem to think they want you want to post your location.
Why not? Well, let's Facebook, the iPhone, iOS app, Google Maps, any of those apps, they like by default want to post your location. By default, because they think that the only people you're posting to are like, oh, our friends and family. No, when you've got, between you and I, over 100,000 people that potentially look at something we do, I kind of don't want you knocking on my front door.
I know, right? That's like my biggest fear is that one day I'm going to hear like ding dong instead of the FedEx guy. It's going to be like two nerdy guys with pocket protectors and shivs, and they're just going to like just take me down and duct tape my mouth.
I'm going to tell you right now, I live in the land of gangbangers, and I would be more terrified of two nerds knocking on my door than two gangbangers.
Yeah, no, that would throw you off your game, huh?
So the guy I'm building the computer for, he dropped off some parts to me, and we were in the parking lot of a Starbucks. And this like really sketchy like Mexican dude. Nothing against Mexicans. I mean, I live in Southern California. God, we
Somebody
can't live
meet
without
that,
him.
please.
So, so this really sketchy Mexican guy. Now he comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, bro, my phone's not working and I'm lost. Can I use your phone?" And I'm like, "No." Hey, no, seriously, man. Could you just call this number for me? I don't know where to go. I'm lost. I'm meeting up with some guy. I'm not from here. I'm like, no. He's like, come on, bro. I mean, really? I was like, I'm not really comfortable right now. He's like, can you dial it and just like hold it up to my head? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And the whole time, the guy that I met, he was just kind of looking at him like, are you serious? Because he's not from this area. And I told him, I was like, yeah, that's pretty normal where I'm at. He has these really sketchy, skeevy goiter stabbers.
Dude, I'm scared shitless of just random people like approaching me and talking to me because that's how I got robbed once when I was growing up in Kitsap County. I had my first little house, and a lot of you people don't even know what Kitsap County is, but it's the ghetto. It's the ghetto of Washington. But well, some places are the ghetto, not the whole thing. There are some nice places. But anyways, I digress. I come home to my shitty little house. It's like 600 square foot with all, and there's a dude standing there drinking off my garden hose when I pull in. And I'm like, dude's obviously like a meth addict. Half of his teeth were missing. His pupils were just mega dilated. And
that's middle class in that county.
Yeah, I thought that was going to get killed. And he's like, yo, what's up, bro? What's up? And he's like licking his lips. He's like, hey, can I get a ride into town, man? I just got lost out here walking around this.
He's all looking like Miley Cyrus.
Huh?
He's like doing the Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, he was freaking me out. Anyways, I told him I wasn't going to drive him into town because I didn't want this guy like stabbing me when we got in my truck. So I was like, listen, dude, I was like, I'll call somebody. I'll call you a taxi. And I go inside the house and I was like, just wait out here. I'm going to go call you a taxi. He's like, okay, bro, that's cool. I said, stay out here because he kept trying to follow me. So I go in the house and I close my front door. And like a dumbass, I don't lock it.
I think you told me this story. Didn't you walk in? Yeah.
The dude just walks in my house. And he's got a blunt in his mouth that he's smoking. And he just tries to pass it to me. He's like, "Yo, bro, here you go." Whatever. I was like, "Dude, I don't do that." And so he's in my house. He's like, "You got a lot of cool shit," because I had a bunch of computers and stuff around the house. And I was like, "Oh fuck!" So finally, the taxi comes, picks him up, takes him away. The very next day, I come home from work. All the windows are broken out in my house. Garbage is in my bed, and all my computer shit's stolen. I was like, so. No, now my new philosophy is if I pull into my driveway and I see a crackhead drinking out of my garden hose, I approach him like really nice and I'm like, "Hey, can I help you? What's going on?" And I'm like, "Hey, look, a squirrel." When they turn around, I start stabbing them in the kidneys. And then I dig a little hole and then I throw them in the bush. Yeah, no, that's how I deal with that.
You know what's weird is I'm watching the stream and my camera's being laggy in the stream, but my camera's not. It's not being laggy on XSplit. It's like normal on XSplit. That's really weird.
You're like max headroom, man.
I know. You guys are just gonna have to deal with it. Anyway, you had some topics you wanted to talk about, so go ahead and kick us off.
Lots of topics. So let's see. The first topic, though, here, let's kick this off with a bang because I know how passionate you are about this one. You know, our buddies over at NVIDIA thought it would be cool to make a graphics card that costs more than a Cray supercomputer. I'm, of course, talking about the Titan Z, which is twice the card of a Titan for 3 times the price.
The Titan Black Edition, which is $1,249.
Jesus Christ, dude.
It is quite literally 2 Titan Blacks put on one PCB, but more than double the cost. It's like 250% the cost. Yeah. Actually, it's maybe even more than that. I don't get it. So AMD is, of course, fired back with their dual GPU card, which we don't know anything about yet, but we know we're close because all of those briefcases, or they're like metal briefcases were mailed out to people. Austin Evans got one. So, the Titan Black. I know that's Titan Black, but the Titan Z.
All I know is I was like ready to buy like 3 of them, and then Jay was like, "Anybody that buys this card is a dumb fucker and should go kill himself."
I want you to look at the dude.
I went on Newegg and emptied the cart.
Look what happened to my face. Do you see how red I actually turned because of this?
Sure. Yeah.
This is not even like. Oh my god, my face feels hot. I hate talking about Titan. The word Titan just makes me so angry. I don't get it. I think it's because it's like the realization of what NVIDIA has become. And I get it. I get the compute capabilities of the card. I get the difference between the 780 and the Titan, and when it comes to its dual compute capabilities. But people, if they meant for the card to be a CUDA compute card, they wouldn't.
You're already getting all wound up. You're like,
they wouldn't. My mic is smoking now. So they wouldn't have been putting Ultimate Gaming Card on all of their literature. I just don't get it. People, and even Linus and Slick were like, it's not a gaming card. You know what? Fine, I get it. I get it. I do. But when the horse's mouth keeps putting the word gaming on everything Titan Z related, I tend to more or less want to believe the marketing demographic of the person who created the card over people trying to convince me what the card is.
The thing is, okay, first of all, that's a bullshit lie. The second that you put the word GeForce on the fucking thing, it's a gaming card, okay?
Yeah, well...
Just plain and simple. I don't care what you market to. If it was a rendering card, then call it a Quadro. Call it the Quadro Z. But they knew if they called it the Quadro Z that people wouldn't be buying it and putting giant water cooling blocks on it and playing Battlefield at 47 frames per second because it's so horribly coded. No, I'm just kidding. No, that'd be Crysis 3. Crysis 3, I bet you could get over 60 frames per second with like 4 Titan Zs.
I don't know. I mean, it's just, it even frustrates me when guys like, the big guys like Linus and Slick and all them. Yeah, I get it. The card is a compute card. It is. But stop trying to tell us that the card is not geared towards gamers when the company themselves says that it's a 5K gaming suited card, that it's it's the most powerful gaming card we've ever met. It's
Wait a second, 5K?
That's what they said. They themselves says that the card is 5K ready.
So 4K isn't even like mainstream really yet. I mean, honestly, it isn't, right? I mean, it's getting there, but it isn't. And they're already now on to the next one. Like, what is AMD going to fire back by being like, our quad GPU card is 8K compatible?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, we're expecting it to be. I think the card name was leaked as the 295X2.
I just couldn't imagine spending. Like, this is the part. $3,000 is one thing, right?
Guys, you're about to hear Jerry say something that he can't imagine spending money on. That means something.
You guys know I just throw money away, right? So the thing is, $3,000 for a
you're like oh, like that with hundreds.
Yeah, but the thing is when you do a gaming setup, right? When you have multiple monitors, you want SLI. Now, arguably, the Titan Z is SLI on one card, but let's say you want physical SLI.
So
now you buy 2 of them, so you're up to what? $6,000. Now, if you want to go 4-way SLI, $12,000.
No. Well, you can't. You can't go 4-way SLI. You can
can only go 4, right?
You can go quad, which is 2 dual cards.
2 dual cards.
So you're still talking $6,000.
$6,000 though. That's just amazing because for $6,000 you can build, I mean, an amazing PC. Absolutely, like top of the line, absolutely everything. $6,000 you can pull that off.
Why is my camera doing that? Stop it! It's smooth on XSplit, yet on the stream I'm like, it's like.
That's funny. Somebody said nobody goes 4K. Everybody goes straight to 5K. I haven't even heard of 5K before today. Oh my god, I'm not in the know.
Well, Sharp has had an 8K TV out now since CES last year.
Yeah, but isn't that like a $20,000 joke though? Like that's not like nobody bought that. Like Bill Gates bought it just to like laugh at you when you come in his house.
I don't know. I hate this topic so much. I don't. No, it's just
it had to be talked about.
It's like well, guys, we're NVIDIA and we're bored, so we're just gonna be like. There, take it as it is. $3,000 if you want it. We're only gonna make 500 of them.
This is what really pissed me off, though, Jay. Is it's like I had a GTX or 590 GTX Hydro Copper that I paid $1,500 for, which was exactly twice the price of the single GPU card. Yeah. The fact that they just did the same thing again and didn't even put a water block on it, and they're charging you 3 times the price. I don't get that logic. I really don't. It should have been, hey, that's fine. $1,800, $2,000, whatever. That's fine. Yeah. $3,000 though, oh my god! So I'm just this is what's really what really makes me upset is people are gonna go buy this thing, right? I mean, I guarantee the fucking thing's probably sold out everywhere because there's people that will buy into this, and they know that. That's the whole supply demand thing. But I give it 3-4 months and this card's gonna drop to like half the price.
Yeah, no,
and all guys are gonna be like, "Wow, I paid $1,500 to have the top of the line card for 4 months."
I don't think it will though because the Titans, the original Titan, the 6 gigabytes GDDR5 2500 CUDA core Titan is still $1,000, and they weren't even willing to drop the price on that when the 780 Ti is more powerful ultimately for gamers. Now I'm not talking compute, guys. I don't give a shit about compute. When they put the word GeForce on it, it's a gaming card.
CUDA.
They had to keep the Titan Black relevant price wise, so that's why they made it $1,250. And so when the Titan itself is less powerful CUDA core wise than the 780 Ti is, it makes no sense when it's $250 more expensive. So NVIDIA's pricing structure is already all kinds of borked.
So damn it, NVIDIA, if you're watching this, please send me 2 Titan Zs.
Did you see what AMD Roy tweeted me? Well, he tweeted that little teaser photo about their new dual GPU card coming out, and I replied to him, "Hey, you guys will probably like this." And I tweeted him, selflessly plugged my NVIDIA Rage video, and he told me he had seen it. It had already made the rounds through the AMD offices. So the AMD, he's a VP of the company. So the VPs of AMD had seen the NVIDIA Rage video, and I guess they were getting quite a laugh out of it. And then I replied. Did you see my reply to him? I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't.
I said, "Don't make your card $3,000, or it gets a Team Red version."
So anyway, it's Titan Z. If you bought a Titan Z, according to Jay, you should probably just go kill yourself. I don't think you exactly said that, but well, let's just go out on.
No, but the memes will say I said it.
Everybody, we need a meme of Jay like doing his face or whatever. It's just, if you bought a Titan Z, you should just kill yourself. But at any rate, no, I've been waiting to upgrade my graphics subsystem because every day it seems like something new comes out and the prices are through the roof, and then fucking Bitcoin mining, I guess, is now starting to loosen up a little bit, so AMD's starting to bring their prices down again.
AMD's prices are back to normal. I was at Micro Center the other day. I was at Micro Center the other day, and the 290s were under 500. Granted, they launched at 400. I think they were 479 for the gaming edition, like the custom cooler. So they're coming back. They were all the way up to $600 at one point.
Oh, Sean Gao said he will turn gay for me. I think that was nice of him.
There you go.
It's not necessary though.
Maybe the Gao is actually pronounced gay. Gay.
Well, okay. Titan Z. I just had to get your blood boiling on that. That was a good starter topic, but let's get off that before we actually start getting our guns and like innocent people start getting harmed here. But my hot topic. That was your hot topic. My hot topic is one that doesn't necessarily interest you as much, but it pisses me off so bad, and that is Oculus VR being bought by Facebook. Still, I cannot
what though?
wrap my mind around this.
What possible interest could Facebook have in Oculus? They don't develop any of the platform games that they have. They don't develop. So what's their interest? I mean, they're all third-party developers that create Farmville and Candy Crush and all that shit. So
no, it's true, but I think ultimately what's going to happen now. Zuckerberg claims, because we all know how much of a trustworthy asshole that guy is. Zuckerberg claims that he's going to leave them alone. That he's basically just bankrolling Oculus to retail. And then after that, they're going to look at the social networking implementations. And he was talking about some shit about like immersing yourself and, doing like, what do they call that? That virtual teleportation shit or whatever, where it's like, be somewhere else, be in your doctor's office across the country and stuff like that. There's all kinds of stuff they want to investigate for the social thing. But the thing that I can't wrap my mind around is, yeah, that's all fine and great. And I think that those are cool applications for the technology at some point after gaming. But they have to make money off that. And how does Facebook make money? Ads. It's all ads. So how the hell are they going to integrate that? I mean, now like when you're talking to your doctor and shit and he tells you to go take Cialis so your wiener can get hard. I don't even know if that's like a real drug for wiener, but that's just a Viagra. But when you talk to your doctor, is it going to pop up in the corner and have like a picture of Dana Patrick in a NASCAR? I mean, they have to make that ad revenue, and I just can't. How are they going to do that? I really hope to God that that's not their plan. I hope that they plan to go a completely different direction with the Oculus and how they make money off it. But if they try to bring ad revenue stuff,
here's the thing:
it's crazy.
If he's bringing it to retail, there should be no ads. Period. The moment you pay for it, there should be zero ads.
But nobody's doing that nowadays. Everybody's still putting any Android device you buy, you go pay for, there's ads on it. You go buy a Kindle from Amazon, unless you pay them like $20 more for the retail, their second tier retail version, you got ads on your front screen. It's like, ads I guess are just that's the future of revenue, right? That's how they monetize the internet. We do it too. I mean, we have ads on our videos, right? I mean, we get paid for creating our videos.
But we don't require the ads to watch our videos.
You don't require the ads. You're right. You absolutely don't require the ads. And the other thing is the ads are more context sensitive to what you're doing. Like usually it's a tech ad or something, depending on how you place it. And it's like TV, right? I mean, it's kind of like television. You expect to see an ad when you're watching media online. When you're playing your game, I don't want to play Titanfall and like jump into my Titan and it's gonna like pop up and be like, oh, spend $50 to go buy 15 tokens so that you too can have a better Titan. It's like I don't want that experience. And but when I see all this gaming stuff and I see all the microtransactions are out of control now. Every single company comes out and says, oh, we're not gonna have day one DRM, we're not gonna do this. Every one of them's a fucking liar. And still, I've been playing Forza 5 on the Xbox One. Absolutely love the game, but my biggest gripe, I'm fucking driver level 108 and I still can't afford a Formula 1 car. Like literally I've played the game for like 8 million billion hours and I still can't afford a Formula 1 car, but I can spend $30 and buy it. Yeah. That stuff pisses me off, and I just see that all kind of coming together slowly, that you're going to be sitting down in bed, you're going to put on your VR helmet, and it's just going to be ad. You're going to be running around the world. Like if you noticed in-game ads, this is another thing that's really kind of creepy, is if you play games like, let's see if there's a good example.
Could you imagine the VR pornography?
Oh my God, dude. That's what I'm talking about. That's what Oculus was designed for. What? Oh, shit. Ow.
What?
Headphone users.
Hold on a second. Let's go take a minute.
Sorry, HD 800 are not the best for getting close to that mic.
Damn you and your open cans.
Yeah, I was just making sure everybody was awake. Now with the delay on this, everybody's going to start fucking panicking here in a minute. This is gonna be hilarious.
Wait for it.
But anyways, back to my rant. If you look at games, there's a lot of games that you play where there's like ads, like in racing games, you'll see like ads for like tires and Pennzoil and stuff like that. And there's a lot of games now where they have an open API for an ad engine so that they can actually change those ads in game.
Yeah.
So if you play the game 5 years down the road, the ads are still relevant to like what's going on. And so now I see virtual reality being the next step in that, where it's like now you're immersed in the world and you're walking around this world, and it's like all these ads and stuff are all like paid advertisement, product placement. You're gonna go buy a car or something at the dealership in the game, and it's gonna be like, oh, go get a Dodge Dart, present this code and get $500 off. It's like, oh my God, I just want to play the game. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be really.
Oh, here comes the comments. Jesus, ow, fucking shit, Jerry, son of a bitch.
I know, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bart, what is your Reddit name? Florian Krenzel says. My Reddit name is Barnacles.
I have no interest in VR. I've had no interest in 3D, and I have certainly no interest in virtual reality. Part of the reason for that, guys, has nothing to do with taste. It quite honestly has to do with my vision. I am extremely farsighted, so anything that is right in front of me is out of focus, no matter what it is. I mean,
you can fix that with contacts or something, can't you?
Why would I want to do that? I can read a street sign a whole block away. There's no reason I would want to remove that.
But you can't read a street sign a block away using an Oculus headset, so fucking get some contacts, Jay. Then you might enjoy VR.
No, I have no interest in VR.
You just wait, you just wait for the VR porn. That's all I'm saying. You wait for the VR porn, and you're going to change your mind. Because the cool thing about the Oculus is it's like, so here's the situation. You're laying in bed, and you're watching a porn up on the projector screen. Your wife walks in. She's like, oh, my God, what are you doing? With the Oculus VR, she just walks in the room and goes, oh, hi, honey, how's it going? You're just like, oh, yeah.
But the thing is, they're going to walk in, and they're only going to see your mouth. They're going to be like,
why are you smiling so much? Oh, God, I'm just watching keynotes on something.
oh, I'm just watching NVIDIA release a $3,000 graphics card. That's all.
Yeah. That was it.
Goddamn son of bitches.
Just don't use open-eared microphones. I've made that mistake before. These are just about as loud outside of the headset as they are inside of the headset. So if you're like, be like, you look over, that's kind of weird. Be like, what? Oh shit! I thought these were the Bose Quiet Comforts. No.
Oh my God.
It's the way of the future. Sir Slanger.
I don't know. Aren't you gonna feel stupid walking around with that thing on your face?
Dude, you don't walk around with it. You just sit in your chair and look around. It doesn't Google Glass. Now that I'd feel like a complete dipshit walking around wearing.
Now Google Glass, I actually think is a little bit more interesting.
All right, let's have it, Jay. Give me your argument, because I'm on the opposite. I think Google Glass is the most, other than the camera, other than being able to record like action shots of you skiing and shit like that. That's awesome. But forgetting you have it on and walking into the bathroom, yeah, no, not cool.
Well, from a vlogger's perspective, you have to say it's got its purpose.
From a blog, yeah, from a vlogger perspective, sure.
Yeah,
I'd probably use one to vlog a little bit. But the thing is, I don't think people will naturally interact with you. I think if I pull into Starbucks and I got the Google Glass on, I'm like, hi, tall peppermint mocha, extra whip. They're gonna look at me and be like, fuck, I gotta perfectly, because if I say an off joke or something, this is gonna end up to my manager. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's gonna put pressure on people. It really is. And then you're going to have then some services, I'll tell you what's going to happen, because, Google loves to take cloud computing to the next level, right? That's their big thing. So here's what's going to happen with Google is everybody's going to go buy Google Glass. Like 1 out of 3 people is going to own it. Everybody's going to be walking around everywhere. And then Google's going to go create an API that's going to pull all this data up to the cloud and make like a virtual reality world of your entire world, walking through your house, going into your bathroom, watching your cat take a dump. I mean, they're just going to keep upping the ante on how they use this data. And it's going to be weird. I mean, it'll have cool applications too, right? Like if you have police brutality or something like that, you're going to have 20 people all recording it from different angles, and they're going to coordinate it all together. And it's like, oh, okay, well, that's open and shut case. But then on the flip side, I think you're just going to have too many accidents where people are going to forget to turn it off going to certain locations, or they're just going to be, assholes about it and going recording in movie theaters and stuff like that. I just think there's going to be a lot of problems.
Yeah, no, I get that, and I agree with you 100% that there's going to be no way to really confine where it can and can't be used. I'm talking about, and I'm not even talking about necessarily the built-in camera function, though. Just the cool augmented reality or the HUD would be pretty awesome, in my opinion.
I guess I need to try it. That's the other thing too. Is I am being a little bit of a dick by saying that I don't like it without even trying it. Everything I know is from the.
But let's be honest. You can formulate a pretty non-biased opinion just knowing what it does, though. I mean, that's fair.
You can, but the other thing is too is if you put it on your head and it's like the virtual heads-up display works really, really well and it doesn't obstruct your vision, it's very easy to navigate and all that stuff, then I'm willing to let a lot of the bad issues go. It's just like anything else, right? If you go buy a car that can do 200 miles an hour but it's got a spring that sticks up your butt every time you get into it, you might be like, oh, all right, I guess that's not so bad if it can do 200 miles an hour. And that was probably worst fucking comparison ever that I could have made.
Could you imagine hit 200 to get a spring in the butt?
Okay, guys, I do not want a spring up my ass at 200 miles an hour, okay?
That would be a hell of a wake-up call.
Oh, that's funny. Kelly Tech said, really, Jerry? Police brutality, you have to go there right off the bat? Kelly Tech, yes, I live in Seattle.
Okay, but let's be... Okay. Kelly Tech, I believe, if I remember correctly, is a corrections officer. That's not quite law enforcement.
Okay. Bias, police, dude. I'm not saying all cops. That's the thing is whenever you talk about police brutality, then every cop tries to protect their fellow cops, just like every soldier tries to protect their fellow soldiers. No, if you commit police brutality, you deserve to get caught and thrown in jail. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I agree with you 100%. But let's go ahead and jump off that topic and go back into tech because
I do love Kelly Tech though. Kelly Tech, you're my bro. Even if you're a correction officer,
dude, I am near and dear to quite a few cops in the family and friends. So
well, I do actually. I do. I have cops in my family too. So I don't think cops in general are bad. I'm just saying the ones that commit police brutality. I don't know. There's a special place in hell for them.
Just don't ever get pulled over in Anaheim or Fullerton, or you're fucked.
or over here, we have a little city called Yelm, Washington. Don't ever get pulled over in Yelm. You will get stabbed.
You'll get license registration. There, stabbed in the eye, just for the sake of it.
They won't even ask, dude. They'll just pepper spray will be coming in the window, and you're gonna see 2 flashbangs, and then you'll just wake up in prison.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with my cam, guys, honestly, but I do think it's kind of funny when I blink. My eyes are like, it's like super fast. It looks like I'm on heroin or something, or speed. I don't know.
I should probably qualify that everything I say tonight should be taken with a grain of salt because I have so many drugs in my system right now. I don't even know which way is up.
That's the story that you say every week, and every week I take the shit. So why are you worried about it?
What do you mean every week, dude? I've got like 3 steroids in my system. I got a painkiller in my system.
And a spring in the butt.
And a spring in the butt, 200 miles an hour. Oh my gosh!
You're able to insert yourself in your seat. That would be a very uncomfortable seat.
Oh, I haven't seen a tech comment for a while. Hope it didn't scare him off. I love you,
Jay, are you going to get them X99 CPUs? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
The hell's an X99 CPU? I really need to like start reading the tech
X99 is the new Extreme platform that's launching in May, and of course they're going to have new CPUs for it. It's a new socket.
Ooh, I'm going to upgrade then. That's what I'm going to upgrade.
Basically, think Z99 as all of the chipset features that come on Z87 and the upcoming Z97 on the Extreme platform. Because X79 is a bit behind on things.
I know.
PCI Express 3.0 doesn't have, I believe it doesn't have direct lanes to the CPU. PCI Express on it is, the SATA ports on it are not direct to CPU. The controllers on them are outdated. X79 has been band-aided by companies like Asus and Gigabyte and their newer chipsets, but they're all basically what's the best way to put it? They're not organic performance, if that makes any sense. I mean, that's how you can get.
It doesn't, but I'm gonna buy Z99 because X79 is dead. I mean, literally, I built this computer over 2 years ago. It's in computer years that might as well be like a Model T now.
Sandy Bridge E has run its course, in my opinion.
Hey, are we going to PAX?
PAX Prime?
Yeah,
planning
you're
on
gonna
it.
Try, right?
I'm planning on it. You told me. You already told me if I go up there, I've got a guaranteed hotel room. So
you do. I will make sure that you have lodgings.
And I've already got. There's already connections that are going to get me up there, so it's not a problem. I plan to. You know what I'm really worried about? I've got my fingers crossed. You guys may or may not know this. I haven't really said it too publicly, just on Twitter. My wife and I are expecting baby number 2. We found out last week that we have another child on the way. So Jay is guaranteed to have gotten lucky at least twice, guys. I'm a computer nerd that has gotten lucky at least twice. Only once until the other child's here, then it becomes irrefutable evidence. But I digress. The timing right now is looking beginning to mid-December on the due date. But if the doctor comes and is like, oh, you're due January 4th, then CES for 2015 is fucked.
Jay, you need to start looking at the calendar in the heat of these moments. You got to be like, oh, God, I'm getting close. And then go grab your phone and be
you do one drunk live stream, just one drunk live stream, and all of a sudden, kids and babies are popping out everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, they're good for something, right?
So.
Hey, got some congrats there in the comments. Nice. No, that's really cool, Jay.
It's
honestly,
funny.
My wife and I would like to have another one. We just can't because
you've got your hands full, dude.
Yeah.
So, we just can't. You've got your hands full on that, but so it's funny though. Real quick, changing gears just onto the parenting topic. You guys out there that are parents of multiple kids, man, it's funny. Like the first time when we had our first child and we were expecting, it was like, yay! Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Oh, my life is over. It's like, oh, I can't wait to have my kid. I can't afford this. Oh, what if I'm not a good dad? Oh, the kid's gonna hate me. Yeah, I can't wait. It's like this whole gambit of emotions, and you think to yourself, hey, we're ready for baby number 2. We're trying, and then baby number 2. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? I can't afford this. Oh, I'm not gonna be a good dad. I can't wait for the kid to be here. Oh, I'm terrified. It's like that roller coaster of emotions. And I'm gonna go ahead and just put this out there. My wife may not appreciate this, but I am terrified of pregnant people. So I have barely touched my wife in the last month or week, even for like hugs and stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be gentle.
Really?
Here we go. Ass out hug. No, I don't know why,
dude. Not me.
Pregnancy terrifies the shit out of me.
Not me, man. When my wife was pregnant, whew, I couldn't leave that alone. That was like the awesomest thing ever, dude. I was like, I was trying to do damage.
You're like, I'm gonna knock that bean loose.
I was like, damn it.
Yeah,
he was born 11 weeks premature. Oops, sorry, kiddo.
See what you did? You knocked him loose.
Yeah, I know.
No,
I knocked him loose. He fell out.
We get to have our first doctor's appointment on Saturday. So hopefully we get the picture of the bean, depending on how far along the bean is.
The bean.
Our little kidney bean.
Yep. Then they start growing little legs and arms.
But I'm telling you, it's something in this office because I moved to a different office. Our office kept growing, and so we have another satellite office, and I moved to the new satellite office. And since moving there in the beginning of the year, 2 of the girls have gotten pregnant, and now my wife has gotten pregnant. And it's funny too because they kept telling me, "Don't drink the water, don't drink the water," and I'm like, it's not like I'm gonna get pregnant. I'm not worried about being pregnant. And if that happened, then that's kind of cool. I don't know how the baby's getting out, but you know. So yeah, it's like 3 people in my office now are pregnant, all at the same time.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Same thing happens at my work too. Like you just start noticing, you're like, wow, these ladies are getting a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait a second, what's going on here? And then they all start hanging out and having lunch together and stuff. I don't know, it's weird.
I'm seeing comments, pregnant women are hot. They
are.
freak me out. I don't know what it is. Maybe I've watched too many alien movies. I don't really know, but pregnant women scare me a lot.
All I know is pregnancy increased my wife's sex drive a lot, and it was awesome. And boobies get bigger.
Okay. I have no idea. I have no idea why I'm going to put this out there, but I am.
Do it.
When my wife got pregnant last time, we didn't have sex for a year.
What?
I'm serious. It was a year.
Oh my god, dude! I bet your keyboard got all gummed up.
No, I'm serious. I'm just terrified of pregnant women. I don't know.
You know what? You're not alone, though. I know other people. I won't name names, but I know other people that feel the exact same way. They're just afraid to, oh, God, she's pregnant. She's glass lady. I'm not going to touch her. I'm not going to do anything. And it's like, for some reason, I don't know what it was. It just wasn't a problem for me. I was just like, ooh, awesome.
And I've heard that there are guys out there that are like, I don't know, bump hunters. That's all they look for these pregnant women. It's like,
dude, that is awesome. I think you just coined a new porn term.
What is that?
Was it bump hunters?
Yeah,
hey guys, we're gonna stress that on Twitter. Bump hunters. That's for pregnant ladies.
Bump hunters.
Guys that seek out pregnant women are bump hunters. Oh
Jay needs to see more pregnant women. No, Jay does not. I'm gonna have this dream now. I'm surrounded by pregnant women. I'm like, no.
All I want to know is I want you to be present at your wife's baby shower, especially if there's going to be a lot of other pregnant women there.
No, thank you.
That'll be like your little personal nightmare.
No, thank you. Hope your wife can't hear the stream. She probably can. I don't know. You guys are probably tweeting her right now for all I know. I don't know.
Don Draper said pregnant women are hot. They are. Dude, there's nothing hotter than a pregnant woman. Oh,
Jerry, send Jay prego porn.
Oh, like, whew, I got to cool off now just thinking about it. No, I loved it.
You guys all suck. I'm serious. I'm not the weird one. You guys are all the weird one.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Oh,
I like
okay.
the bump hunters and chubby chasers. That's true. That's true. I guess they're kind of one and the same.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Your
I
wife.
love how TechTalk, we're almost at 500 viewers, and it's like we're sitting here talking about how you're scared of pregnant women, and I'm like, yeah.
Look how red I'm turning. This is not fair. This is not funny.
Oh, dude, that's funny though. All right, so guys, we need a meme of Jay saying "bump hunter." I don't care what other text is in there. Just use the word "bump hunter" at some point.
Jay uses Google Glass to augment reality bump hunters. Pregnant women augment reality.
See, now that would actually be some clever use of the technology. Like you're walking around Google Glass and it's doing like facial recognition.
It's all
and
bloop,
scanning.
bloop, bloop. It's like showing all the bumps.
Well, yeah.
Little
Like
blips.
she's pregnant, 3 months along, according to Facebook post and blah blah blah.
That would actually be terrifying. And I don't know. I could see police wearing something like Google Glass and doing facial recognition and complete background checks right there.
Yeah,
I feel
no, just kidding.
law-abiding citizen shoot on sight.
Oh my
man.
gosh. I think it's funny. Every time we do a tech talk, I manage to offend somebody.
I don't know. We only have 2 dislikes at the moment.
Actually, that's true.
We were
Except
up to
for
like
you called that out, it'll be like 700 in the next 30 seconds.
we were up to like 50 dislikes by this time. Last time because of the drunk tech talk. I'm not drunk right now.
Matches Jerry's hood. That's funny. Oh my god. Jay's wife turns into a zombie while pregnant and chases him wherever he goes.
That might be it. She might be a zombie walker.
Oh god, best cat NA said he's in Bothell right now. Where do you live? I'm in Seattle. Please don't come kill me. Thank you. Bothell's pretty close to Seattle. It's not very far.
Jay, I might get hit by a tornado before the dual graphics video. Just a warning to you. Okay, yeah, I heard that they extended the tornado warnings in your area, bro. Just like tie yourself to a tree. And don't get it. And don't
pick up trees. Don't do that.
And don't get a straw through the chest either.
No, I'm glad. See, that's one of the things I like about living in Washington, right? It's like in California, you guys got natural disasters like earthquakes and stuff happening all the time.
We've had a lot more than usual lately.
In the middle of the country, it's like there's always like tornadoes and stuff going on. It's
East
like I'm not
Coast
gonna say
is
we're
hurricane
completely off the
country.
hook, right? We had a big mudslide up here that caused massive damage, but for the most part, it's like there's no real animals around here that kill you. There's no really crazy extreme weather that'll kill you. That's why I like Washington. Washington's a good place that if you get trapped outside of your house for 4 hours, you're not going to die from exposure.
Mutation 666 says drunk tech talk was so bad. I think he's in the minority.
Yeah, no, you are a mutation. Like seriously, I've never received more requests for a do-over than drunk tech talk.
Yeah,
that was out of control.
And I never saw so many people get outraged that I took the video down.
Well, you didn't take it down. You just unlisted.
Well, I unlisted it, but now it's not in my list anymore. It's gone. I don't know what happened.
You guys don't have the original link. I don't know what to say. It never happened, right?
So, did you have any other topics, or do I have to go find something real quick?
Well, here let's source some topics. Hey guys, over in the chat there, what do you want to hear about? What's got your little tech bonus?
I have a very serious topic I want to talk about.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Okay, Jay, let's talk about your serious topic.
Very few people in the world are actually aware of the connection of constipation and male pattern baldness. And this is just something that I really want to bring awareness to because it's a real problem in our society. You know, when you're sitting there on the toilet and you're grunting, and I mean, you probably have an opposite effect of that right now. I mean, you probably are a little bit on the slimy, slippery side. But I don't know. I see a bald guy walking around and I just can't help but wonder why something just stabbed me in the foot. Sorry. Okay, that was not painful or not comfortable. No, I'm serious. Something just stabbed my foot. So, no, I don't know. I mean, I was thinking about this today, and I feel really bad for bald people because I know it's a direct connection to constipation, which is probably due to their heavy red meat diet. So
does that mean because I have diarrhea all the time, I should have like a huge giant afro?
Possible.
I'm going to investigate this for you. I think this needs further investigation.
You do have a full head of hair, though.
I do. If I don't get a haircut like every 6 months, it gets pretty crazy.
But no, that means you're regular. If you've ever been constipated, and man, I mean, you know the seriousness of it. Press 1 in the chat. We must bring awareness to this. In fact, I'm organizing in Los Angeles a JayzTwoCents walk for awareness and the cure for male pattern baldness caused by constipation, and I would really appreciate your donations. So
does that mean instead of Rogaine, we should just be giving people prune juice?
Prune juice and magnesium, actually. Magnesium is a great fix for constipation.
Oh, magnesium citrate. I remember having to drink that when I had my kidney stone, man. That turned your butt into just another urinary tract.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry for all the people that had to hear that.
No, guys, I was actually approached by the National Constipation Society, and they asked if I wouldn't mind plugging the cause, and I felt that I could at the very least do that, considering that I have spent many an hour on the toilet after eating a good steak.
Jay, you're a good man, because if you don't support causes like that, nothing will ever happen.
Yeah, I'm just saying. All right, back to our normal, regularly scheduled programming.
Right, so we got lots of people to throw in topics. The ones that really stood out to me was like iPhone 6 and 3D printed dildos. So...
Well, there's nothing new about the 3D printed sexual assistance devices, but iPhone 6, guys, it's the same thing every single year. There's all this speculation. We'll start to get frame video leaks, leaks of the phone frame and what it's going to look like. It's going to be bigger. And It's probably going to finally have NFC, but beyond that, I don't really care. You know, this is the first year. 2013 marks the first year I went without upgrading to a different smartphone, to be the next iPhone or an Android or something. 2013, I went the entire year without buying a phone. I've now had my iPhone 5 a year and a half. That's the longest I've ever owned a smartphone in one time.
I've got right now. I'm dual wielding. I actually every day I carry with me my Lumia 1520, which is a Windows phone, and my iPhone.
Well,
So-
I dual wield my iPhone 5 and a Galaxy S3.
Yeah, and they both have different phone numbers. So
Same here.
but it's one of those things where it's like I don't see iPhone really progressing anymore. I think they've kind of hit their glass ceiling. And so now all they're doing is just trying to, rev the hardware and, bigger screens and, some more options and stuff like that. And all the competition's now starting to catch up.
So, okay, I'm going to narrate what the Nellionator just said. I'm going to do this in my best narration voice. Are you ready? Tech Talk. Male pattern baldness and constipation connected. Is bump hunting a new porn trend? Find out more on Tech Talk with JayzTwoCents and Barnacles.
Dude, that is awesome. I love you, the Nellionator. You're awesome.
He did pretty much just lump it all together. Tech Talk. Male pattern baldness and constipation connected. Is bump hunting the new porn trend? Find out more on Tech Talk with JayzTwoCents and Barnacles. 6 p.m.
Best Cat NA said, Barnacle, can I meet you? I am in Bothell. Best Cat NA, first of all, don't use caps. When you're screaming at me, I don't want to meet you. It scares me. Second of all, hey, at some point we might meet in public somewhere, but I get so many requests. You have no idea how many of my fans live in Seattle. Oh my gosh, I get everybody every day is like, come on, man, let's meet. Let's go out and have a beer. Let's go out and have lunch. I can't meet everybody. I got to kind of play it safe because I've met some scary people on the internet.
The best you can do.
Make sure you're legit first.
Look, the best that you and nobody's ever really been like, Jay, can I meet you? But I've met some people. The best you're going to be able to do is just attend one of the video fairs. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, I will be at Vlogger Fair. So if you guys are going to Vlogger Fair, you'll definitely see me there. I'm going to be moving. I'm going to be on the move a lot. I'll also be in a booth most of the day, operating 3D printers and stuff like that. So I should be pretty easy to locate. Yeah. And I'm not going to be the popular guy there, not by a long shot. I mean, Justine and stuff's going to be there, and Chris Perillo, and those guys will be there. So I'm going to be like the small man on totem. So if you want to come meet me, hell, you'll have no problem getting access to me.
Yeah.
I might even give you a signature because someday it might be worth like 55 cents on eBay.
And VidCon's coming up down here, which Boogie's going to be at, and a bunch of other people.
VidCon?
Yeah, VidCon. VidCon happens at the Anaheim Convention Center, and there's some pretty, right across the street from Disneyland. There's some pretty big YouTubers come and talk.
Wait a second. When does this go on?
June.
Can I go?
You'd have to already have tickets.
But dude, I'm Barnacles. They should be able to just get tickets, even if they're sold out.
I know you would think so, right? Boogie's going to be right down the street. I'm not even going to go see him.
Oh man, that sucks. Well, I'll see if I can, because that might actually be another good excuse to get my ass down there.
I don't know. You keep saying you're coming down, and then we keep passing the dates. I understand you had some things going on at work that made it unclear whether or not you should come down here. But
yeah, I'm dying, Jay. Show some sympathy here. Come on, Jesus.
Well, I mean, I never got to meet you before you died, so it's a sad situation all around.
I promise you'll be able to meet me before I die, or at the very least, you'll get an invite to my funeral. So you'll at least be able to see my dead corpse before they burn it up and put it into a little box for my wife to cry at every night.
I will vlog it. I will vlog that.
I appreciate that.
I will out of love. I will vlog your funeral.
Oh,
it's the least I can do. How about I do a review on your funeral? Better yet.
Yeah, do it. I'd like that. So let's just say, hypothetically speaking,
the B-roll will be to die for.
Stronger hold, and I die tomorrow.
Yeah.
On a Friday. All right, go.
The B-roll will be killer. Yeah.
The B-roll.
I'm all
like 3 inches from my face with lots of shallow focus.
Yes, and I'll be doing a camera slider of the casket view. Yeah, I do that. That should be. You have wedding photographers and videographers, bar mitzvahs, birthdays. I'm gonna start a funeral video service.
Dude, you should do that. Like you always see like funeral videos and stuff. Like people, I guess not a lot of people record funerals. Now that I think
that's why it's an awesome market. It's not tapped.
But you should do it to where it's awesome. Actually use Adobe After Effects to make them open up their eyes and talk in a computer voice and stuff and be like, "Thank you for coming to my funeral." That would be awesome.
Oh no, Tech says unboxing of Jerry's body. Absolutely, live vlog autopsy.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
It'd be like those alien files from Roswell, but with Jerry.
That would actually be pretty clever.
And then we come to find out there's another little person inside of you controlling you.
They open me up and find like what is it, like your twin? You know,
you're like
people have, like, the
you're
twin
like Crane from Ninja Turtles.
take a selfie with dead Jerry. Oh my god.
I'd be like,
oh my god. Hey guys, that's this is going on record. If I die at some point, Jay has to come to my funeral and do a selfie with me, like over the casket, like.
You have to have that. You're going to have that in some sort of an actual notarized will, or your wife would probably totally.
Don't worry. I can contact my attorney on Monday and be like, I just need one amendment to the will that says that Jay gets me for a half an hour, supervised, because I don't trust him.
Why do I need a whole half hour with you?
To get all the angles, man. I'm a big boy. You know, to get all them folds and everything, it takes time.
It's okay. Shh. I'm gonna rub your head. I don't have the creepy voice changer on. I'd be like, it's okay, Jerry. It's okay.
I know. I missed the creepy voice changer. That thing was awesome.
I know. But the microphone quality otherwise sucked. So
now people are coining this Death Talk 37.
Death Talk number 37. Yeah, we'll miss you.
Oh my
God. Jerry is actually terminal. That's why he's wearing a hood. His hair is falling out as we speak. He brushed his hair this morning and got had to pull his brush and all the hair out of his.
Hey, but on the plus side, they gave me so many steroids. I feel like I could flip a dump truck right now.
Jerry, are you free to walk my aunt's third cousin's dog?
Yeah, I guess. Are you close to Seattle?
We can build barnacles out of computer hardware. We can rebuild them.
How do you know I'm not computer hardware already?
How do you know you're not hard already? Jay, can you unbox your casket? Jay can unbox your casket. Jerry, I don't want to unbox a casket that's big. Jerry, can you stroke your little nerd beard? What? This is getting a little bit weird. Jay, check your Facebook page and Twitter. There's a Bump Hunter meme show. Everybody. Wait,
dude,
what?
That's awesome.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Big Jacket Dancer said you can't kill the nerdgasm. Damn straight, you can't kill the nerdgasm.
I have far too many mentions to actually.
I only hope that like if I die, I know it's coming, so that I can just pump myself up with like massive amounts of PCP and like do everything I wanted to do in the last 20 years in like 10 minutes.
Dead serious. I'm dead serious that I do not want to actually know when I'm going to die. I just can't imagine that being good.
I actually think it would be awesome. I wouldn't want to know how I was going to die. I just want to know when. What? Ever slapped a horse before? Wow, we got some interesting people watching the stream tonight.
I'm looking at the Bump Hunter meme.
Oh yeah, Bump Hunter. They couldn't have picked a better like pose of your face. Oh.
Here, I'm gonna. I don't know how to. Okay, it's on the Facebook page, I guess. It's not showing up on the Twitter though.
Now somebody asked you if you can eat your finger. This is funny. Remember when we used to do Tech Talk and we'd have like 3 people that would just keep telling me to put shoes on my head?
Yeah, well, that was just going around, I guess.
Was that just like a thing? Because that was crazy.
All right, I'm just gonna tweet out the photo right now. Here we go. Look at Twitter. I forgot I even made that face. It wasn't even during this stream either.
I'm gonna look at this right now. All right.
That's about how it feels when I see a pregnant woman.
Bump Hunter, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I will be typing that into Bing with search safe off a lot tonight.
It's my phrase. You can't have it.
No, dude. You just invented a whole new type of porn, Jay. Let's all give Jay a hand. Thank you.
Accidentally. I accidentally created it. I better get some royalties off of this.
I'm gonna go tweet right now. I'm gonna say, Jay coined the new term, Bump Hunter, for a man that seeks out pregnant women. Please retweet and trend the hell out of this.
Did you hashtag it Bump Hunter?
Yeah, I did. Hashtag
okay.
Bump Hunter.
There
we go. All right, I love it. Guys, sorry I don't have a lot more energy tonight. I'm just like, I haven't slept in like 3 days, more than like an hour at a time.
Guys, the fact that Jerry's even here is a testament to how much he loves the show. Don't worry, he'll be full of energy at Chris Perillo's house this weekend.
Oh, fuck you. No, it'll be at least like next weekend.
No, I'm not going back to Chris's house till Tuesday.
God. That was funny. I got so many messages from people like, "Oh, did you just quit Tech Talk? What's going on between you and Jay?" I got a couple that were like, "What's going on between you and Jay?" I was like, "What do you mean? What's going on?"
And I'm all playing it up too. I'm like, people were like, "Is Jerry off the show?" I'm like, "Yeah, he seeked out the bigger guy because he passed me up in subs."
Dude, I laughed so hard when I woke up one morning and I pull out my tablet in bed and I'm like looking through the Facebook posts you have on there and it's like I'm currently looking for a new person for Tech Talk. Like you were releasing me. It was on Twitter and people were actually taking you seriously and responding like, "Yeah, no, I want to do it."
You know what's funny is whenever I do that sort of thing, it's amazing how many people send me like real applications. They'll go out and find some like generic application, and they're all filling out hobbies, interests, their past, experiences with tech. They're like, I could be a host on Tech Talk. Here's my application. And I'm like, oh my god, that was just a joke. But nice application though.
Trust me, you don't need an application or a resume to be a host on Tech Talk. You just have to know.
You
how
actually
to, like,
just have to be
faces.
really weird. That's all you need to be. It's really weird.
I think everybody on the internet's really weird though. Let's see. Mutation 666 says, "How's the Halo mask going?" The Halo mask is going a little bit slow. My friend, it's in the possession of my friend Rob's.
Is it all printed out now?
It's all printed out. It's all put together, and I have somebody from the 501st Legion named Rob, a guy I work with, and he does like Star Wars props, like professional level Star Wars props and stuff like that. And he's actually taking the whole thing and putting Bondo over it and sanding it and smoothing it. And then when we're done, we're gonna make a reverse mold so we can actually pour as many of them as we want. Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
We already have 37 retweets on my new porn genre Bump Hunter. Bump Hunter.
That's funny. Somebody said type Barnacles into Google. Second search query is Barnacles Nerdgasm wife. Lol. And people think that I don't have a wife.
That's funny. Oh, you really don't have a wife. She's actually your maid, Consuela.
Yeah, no. Wife is just a term I use to describe a netbook that's just primarily used for porn, nothing else. It's actually it's like they have those burner cell phones. I have like
highly portable
netbooks. Yeah, they're just you just bust them in half and throw them in
You're like, well, I'm done.
Dude, that'd be a funny video, wouldn't it? Like out in public, like walk into like a Starbucks and pull out your netbook, and then like open up something. It's like, and everybody looks at you, and you just close the lid and smash it over your leg and just throw it in the garbage and walk out.
There's a prank that I saw on YouTube of these guys who replaced their like roommate's logon sound for Windows as really loud pornography screaming. And this dude went into a Starbucks and he booted up his computer just to do some schoolwork. And it started playing the super long intro sound of just this woman like screaming orgasm in the middle of Starbucks. And he was like, he closed the lid on it. But I was just thinking, man, that's almost as good as the horn prank that you can play in friends' cars.
That is pretty funny. Oh my gosh. Somebody said, is it Door HT said, "Hey Barn, are you going to quit Microsoft and go make videos full time at some point?" The answer is probably not. I absolutely enjoy working for Microsoft. I've been there for 15 years. It's a great company to work for. I have an awesome job. I get to do a lot of really, really cool things I wouldn't otherwise be able to do. And so for that reason, I'm going to keep doing it. But YouTube's a hobby, and I kind of like to keep it that way because I feel like something's lost when you're forced to do something.
Not to mention on the taxes, if you list YouTube as a hobby, it's a lot easier to explain why you're taking that huge loss at the end of the year. I don't know about you, but true. YouTube's a loss for me, and I'm claiming that.
Oh no, it's not a loss for me, dude. I make so much money on YouTube. You guys
so rich.
This entire room that you see is like funded by YouTube. You guys bought my car and my house. My house is all paid for now because of YouTube.
You're so rich.
Thanks, YouTube.
No, are you working on
sarcastic as hell? I'm being absolutely. You couldn't be more sarcastic.
I know, right? Yeah, because we do this for the money and the lulls.
And then somebody asked about the Nokia 1520. No, I will do a review of the 1520. It's actually a brilliant phone, but I would expect that from Nokia. But I have to wait until the NDA is lifted on the software that I'm running on it, and then I can do it. Unfortunately, as a Microsoft employee, I run like daily builds and stuff like that, so I have to be careful about what I review.
We're up to 50 retweets on the Bump Hunter.
Oh, dude, that is awesome. That is awesome, dude. I want to get that to trend. I want to wake up tomorrow and see Bump Hunter as the #1 trending tag on Twitter. That would be awesome.
Well, it's just weird. I mean, you talk about it. That was funny. I thought it was a real thing already. I just was already like, oh, you got a bump and you're. Yeah, I know there's MILF Hunter and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, Bump Hunter, it just seemed natural. I swore it was already a thing.
Fire Extra said Jerry is secretly going to be poached by Apple. No, I will not work for Apple, and I'll tell you why. And this isn't just the Microsoft fanboy thing.
He
This is
hates
because I know
operating systems at work, guys. Listen.
No,
he
no.
hates it.
I don't like OS 10. I do like their mobile OS, but I don't like OS 10. But the number one reason is I hate Objective-C with a passion.
Oh.
Absolutely hate Objective-C. I'm a C software developer. I love C. I love C syntax languages, C, C++, C Sharp. But Objective-C is like just a new kind of torturous hell, and I don't like it.
It feels like Objective-C is so objectified.
It is. It's the most objectified language ever. Let's see. Hey, Jerry, how's your transducer setup coming along? Well, the pneumonia slowed me up a bit, but once I'm all healed from the pneumonia and I can breathe on my own again without the aid of like machinery and tubes down my throat. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. But once I recover from that, I will get back on the transducer project because I have a lot of people that I want to do some iRacing videos with. Like So Totally Toby's one of them. You guys go check him out. He's pretty cool. And so I do want to do some iRacing videos and stuff. But I'm one of those people where it's like now that I've got the brackets and I know I can put the transducers on, I don't want to shoot a video without them. So that's why it's been so long without a racing video. I want to get everything on there before I do it. Chromebook, save your money. That's my answer to Allie Hart. Chromebook, save your money.
I'm impressed so far. I think I've been coughing more than you this stream because I was half expecting you.
I'm actually trying to speak really quietly and really close to the mic because if I take a deep breath or I talk loud, I'll start hacking.
I was half expecting you to poop your pants this stream. I'm kind of disappointed that it didn't happen.
I'm actually really surprised because I've got like explosive diarrhea right now, folks. I've been taking this antibiotic that's like they gave me this nasty antibiotic. It's not
He is not even kidding. He turned the camera angle because that wall to his left is brown right now.
Yeah, like I'm sitting in a mesh chair for a reason right now because I need the strainer capability.
Comes out like Play-Doh.
Yeah, I need a relief under my seat so that I don't like blow out my ass. Jerry, Patrick Smith, I love this. Patrick Smith says, Jerry, can you please make a squirrel noise?
That's got to be one of the strangest requests I think we've gotten on TechTalk yet.
God, shoes on my head, and then you got Eric Steele up here asking where his vagina wrench is. I'm getting your vagina wrenches in your vagina toolbox.
I demand that you do a squirrel noise while having a shoe on your head and shitting yourself. That will go viral. Look, guys, he's looking for a shoe. He will do it.
Actually, you know what? We should answer that right now. Like, I get a lot of questions still this day. It's like, how do you create a successful YouTube channel? Well, it's actually quite easy, guys, as long as you have no morals and don't care what people think about you. I mean, all you got to do is just make a video of you, like, I don't know, drinking an entire bottle of prune juice and then crapping yourself in the middle of a Starbucks. Yeah.
The Nellininator says, no, stop talking. So I don't know if he's saying no, stop talking as in keep going, or no, comma, stop talking, like he's telling us to shut up. I'm confused.
So, okay, so this Mutation 666 again. So, Jerry and Jay are both getting pretty big on YouTube.
I was just reading that.
How many other channels do you actually watch, or does making your own take up most of your time? The truth is, making your own, keeping your own channel up to date eats up so much time. It's like even really rare for Jay and I to watch each other's videos. Like usually we call out the videos we want each other to watch.
Yeah. Just
because we don't have a lot of time to go watch each other's videos, and nobody's got time to watch my videos. They're like 30 minutes.
And even then, I won't even be like, hey Jerry, watch this whole video. I'll go, Jerry, go to this video and queue up this minute and watch this part.
Oh, wait, newsflash. This is an important one from 112 Mad Gamer. Says, Jerry, if Katy Perry was a door, would you slam her? And yes, the answer is absolutely yes. I would. If I wasn't married.
I must be one of those people that...
understand.
I'm one of those people that doesn't find Katy Perry very attractive.
What? Dude, I'm not ever consulting you on porn choices again. Because you're like, you don't like pregnant women scare you. And
I'm glad you worded it that way and didn't say you hate pregnant women, because that's a whole different...
No, well, obviously you don't hate pregnant women, or you probably would have pulled out. Okay, that was incredibly inappropriate. But I'm just saying, I'm just being honest here. Let's see. Wait, is this Gamers with Reason? My only request for Jerry is for him to take a picture with him shirtless and wearing nipple tassels. All right, Gamer with Reason, I will get on that.
Wow.
That sounds like that'd be a good Instagram right there. I need to 3D print tassels.
Rex,
shit, I'm adding that. I'm
doing
that.
Rex Lego says, lots of people say they spend more than a day working on one video. Is that true for you guys, or does it take like an hour? Well, just like anything else, you get better at your job. Jerry, on the other hand, is still getting his groove. And every time Jerry gets his groove, something happens and he gets out of the swing and he's got to start all over. I, on the other hand, have gotten to the point to where, depending on the amount of research or testing I have to do on a product, from the moment I flip on my camera and turn on the lights to the moment I'm rendered it online could be about 3 hours.
For me, just to give you some context, to do the DOS keyboard video, From start to finish on that video, it took nearly 7 hours. From the time I started
Why?
shooting the video, editing to uploading.
You even
to
had like
annotating and everything.
one camera view. Why?
What do you mean one camera view? There's like 5 camera views in there.
No. You have, if you're doing it like I do it, you have your static shot. You do that all in one take, and then you're splicing in your B-roll, which you should be doing all at the same time. So B-roll should take no more than 10-15 minutes total.
No, because I talk in my B-roll sometimes. So I like turn off the camera, do my B-roll, turn it back on, and get back to what I was doing, and move the camera back to its old position and stuff.
That's why it's taking you so long. You have to do it in segments.
To shoot, well, but the thing is too is I'm just really slow with editing. Like honestly, editing probably takes me on that keyboard video. I'd say 2 hours of that was probably editing.
What? I don't know.
Because I do a lot of jump cut stuff and everything like that, but it's still really slow.
I'm gonna
just
be
not that
honest.
fast at it.
I'm gonna be honest, man. If it still took me that long to do videos, I couldn't have kept doing this.
Oh, Joey 9725 says he wants me to put a banana between my breasts and quack like a duck. All right, Joey, that's you won the internet with that one.
Cyberlink Power Director 12 is very easy for Colbert Tech Repair to use. Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing people ask me all the time. Jay, what do you use? For quick, easy videos, I use Sony Vegas 12. I'll just live through its crashing problems if I know I don't need to spend a lot of time on it. If I need more intricate stuff, I'll use Adobe Premiere Pro. I also have After Effects on there when I need to do some. I haven't used After Effects that often. When I was doing a lot of green screen stuff, I used After Effects all the time, but because its chroma key is better than anything else out there.
After Effects, like I think in one of my videos a very long time ago, I used it for like a fire effect, and it took me like hours to figure that out. Like I need to do a whole tutorial on it.
Okay, look, it's gonna take you lots and lots and lots of tutorials on it, and then if you don't keep doing it, you'll forget everything. I forgot most of how to use After Effects, quite honestly.
Yeah, I need to really up my game on my editing because I've just got like 3 or 4 things I use. And
why do you need to up your? And this is good conversation for everyone in the chat looking to start a channel or enhance their channel. Why do you need to up your editing? You're growing at 400 subs a day right now with your current editing. Why do you need to?
Yeah, that's just the Chinese and Korea bot networks. As soon as I shut those down, it'll be like 3 or 4 a day. So I need to up my editing so that I can turn those off and save my $5 a month. But the honest to God truth is I pay like I think it's $50 a month for Adobe Creative Cloud, and it's like I just want to utilize it more. I know that's not a really super valid reason if my video editing style just works, but at the same time I don't know. I have a lot of creativity stuff that goes through my head that I don't know how to properly replicate in editing. Like I'd love to do intros where I just do crazy shit. Like, you know, you see the ones where I do the jump cuts where I'm like flying around my desk and stuff.
I
like
love
that.
those.
It'd be cool to have, I want laser beams flying out of my eyes and like fireballs flying across the screen, a machine gun fire, and you know, I want to do stuff like that, like my desk just catching fire and stuff like that. That would be cool.
That stuff is easy though. I mean, you can do that in Sony.
Really?
That stuff is really, yeah. I feel like the start of today's, because I have to film a video for this. I feel like I should prove it by doing the start of today's video with like machine gun fire and shit, and explosions going on.
Do it. Can you just make a really obnoxious intro? That's I want to see how obnoxious you can get with that. That'd be awesome.
I don't feel very creative today though. That's the only problem. Remember I told you before this video, before we started this, I was like, I don't feel very like in it today. And that's another thing, guys. You have to be in your video, like not like. Of course, you have to be in your video. No, you need to like be in it mentally. Where if you guys are like, ugh, I don't really want to make a video, but I have to, that video is gonna suck.
No, I don't make a video unless I want to. I've talked to Jay about this multiple times. Like sometimes people get freaked out because I won't make a video for like 5 or 6 days. Sometimes I'll make 2-3 videos in one day.
You'll hit me up. You'll hit me up and be like, oh, I've got to make this video. And what do I always say to you when you say I got to make this video?
What do you always say to me when I say I got to make this video?
Yeah.
That I don't got to make this video because I'm still growing just fine.
I say you don't got to make that video, period. You don't have to make that video. You want to make that video.
Oh, no, I know exactly what you're talking about now. Yeah, because every once in a while I have a video where I just don't want to make it, where it's like, you know, it's a product I don't really care for or something like that, and I don't do that. Like if I don't like doing negative videos. I really don't, guys. I don't have a problem with pointing out pros and cons of something, but when you get something that's just all cons, sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I don't even really want to make this video, and then I just put it back in the box and send it back to the company. The nice thing is most companies are pretty nice about it. Like, you know, you just say, yeah, I decided I can't do this.
Chris asks, would we recommend DSLR for making videos? And I think that's a loaded question in a couple of ways. I'll let you respond and then me, because we have two different classes of DSLR cameras.
So I exclusively shoot all my video with DSLR, but if I could go back and do it again, I'd probably buy like an XA20 or something, like an actual video camera, because with DSLR you have to do all the focusing manually. You can only record for like 20 to 30 minutes tops per segment. You have to do like a rolling reel, and the settings are so extensive. You don't want to just put the camera in auto mode, because that defeats the whole purpose and doesn't really get you where you're going. So with the lack of those features, it makes it video shooting harder. But on the plus side, if you learn how to get your focus and you learn how to get your depth of field right and you learn how to do the lighting right, you can produce way better results on the DSLR than you can on a standalone video camera, just in my experience. There you go.
And I'm completely the opposite, because I learned photography long before I learned videography. I knew how to manipulate all of those settings to get the good bokeh or the depth of field or the lighting. And so I love shooting on the DSLR. What I hate about the DSLR is its limitations, like you've already said. It can only film 12 minutes at a time, and that's actually a limitation of the SD card itself. You have a different type of SD card than I do. I'm on SD. You're on... What card does your Mark III take?
Oh, the Mark III actually takes
compact
SD
flash
and compact flash. It takes both.
Okay,
it can record to both simultaneously.
But the Mark II and older only did compact flash.
Correct.
So, but I'm on SD card, which has a stricter limitation on record times. And by record time, I don't mean before your card is full. I mean, for whatever reason, once you hit that 12-minute mark, it wants to stop the recording. Fortunately, I use a custom flash BIOS on my camera. Yeah, guys, I didn't brick my camera. Fuck you. So, seriously, though, I still take shit for that 780 thing. Anyway, because of that, I have it so it will automatically restart the recording if it happens to hiccup. But I deal with overheating issues in the camera because the sensor was never intended to be on that long and that exposed to light that long. You and your Mark III don't have that problem because it has a beefed up heat sink in it. So it really depends on the camera that you want to use. But if you want to get
Mark III is still limited, though. You can only do a maximum on the Mark III of 30 minutes. It's like actually limited by the firmware.
I would love 30 minutes. I get 12.
Oh, seriously? You only get 12 minutes?
I get 12 on a T2i.
God, Jay, I can't believe the results you get, man.
Yeah, that's the other thing. People find out all the time, like, oh, your camera's shit, blah, blah, blah. It's a T2i. I'm like, yeah, but look at the quality of the videos. It's not the camera as much as it is your ability to work with the tool.
That's true. If you are a badass editor and you know your way around the software, you can clean noise up, you can fix light and contrast problems.
I don't even clean up noise because YouTube does that automatically because it's so compressed.
Oh, does it really? I've never really even noticed.
I don't do noise compression or noise cleanup because it dramatically extends the rendering time, and because YouTube compresses it already down and the floating points for the pixels, that it's just already super compressed. And I've done tests myself. I've taken my ISO and bumped it up to like 6400, shot against something that was black and watched all red, blue, and green pixels float around on the screen, put it on YouTube, and it barely showed. And that's at 6400 ISO.
Oh, a gamer with a reason said he thinks that DSLRs should all come standard with autofocus. And the truth is there's a reason why they don't. And that's because cameras are taxed differently on export and import based on them being a video camera versus a point and shoot like photography camera. So if they add those features onto the DSLR, it's no longer classified as a photo camera, and it's a completely different taxable bracket.
Not to mention the camera itself does not control any of the focus, even on the autofocus lenses. It's the lens that does the focus.
Oh, actually, on mine, the sensor does actually do the focus on the 5D Mark III.
It can, but the lens itself is the one that actually is controlling the focusing ability on the body.
Oh, you're right, the focusing ability, but the sensor is what makes the determination of whether the lens is in focus or not. Like it moves the motor to do the focus, but the sensor goes, okay, that's sharp. We're going to stay right there. And it does have, mine actually has, like when you're shooting action photography, it actually does do autofocus, but it just won't do it with video enabled.
Right.
And they intentionally disable those features when you're doing video. And the 30-minute limitation isn't because of the camera on mine. It's because the requirements on import laws, if it can record over 30 minutes, it is classified as a video camera.
Yeah.
It's really strange how they do that.
Yeah, and I mean, I love the power of a DSLR. I love the fact that everything is manual. I love that I have to control every single little thing. But I can also royally screw up a video if I'm not careful with what I'm doing, because if I don't take a test shot or I don't watch lighting or any of that. So someone asked me to explain bottlenecking. I already did a video on it. Go watch it. Actually says bottlenecking in the title. So anyway, DSLR has lots of pros and lots of cons. If you went out and got something like an X20A or something from Panasonic or Sony, or I think it's a Sony brand, you're going to lose a lot of that control. I mean, look at what Timmy Tech has been going through with trying to get depth of field with his camera, and it's driving him nuts because the sensor on that thing is so shallow or so narrow or so small, it's not able to bring in enough light to allow him to get that bokeh or that depth of field. So, I mean, it is what it is, and no matter what you do, you have a trade-off. You go with a standalone camcorder like that, you're not going to get the pretty blurry background shots.
Yeah, but if you're my opinion is if I could start out all over again, not having a photography background like you do, I'm an amateur photographer at best. I would have definitely gone with like a purpose-built video camera because I see a lot of videos and stuff, like a lot of Chris Perillo's videos he does are on like, you know, Canon, just point and shoot, like not even really expensive ones, like, you know, $500-600 point and shoot cameras that do 1080p, and the video just turns out phenomenal. And it's like you just turn it on, you push record, and you're done. The thing does the focus, does the lighting, the white balance, everything automatic. My DSLR, the more expensive they get, the more sophisticated they are, right? I mean, you eventually hit a point in the professional camera series where you don't even have an automatic mode at all. It's 100% manual. And you have to know how to set everything perfectly. And if you don't, the video that you get out of it is like very, very hard to fix. Like you've seen a lot of my videos where like I'll check the light against my screens. That's the biggest thing I combat is because I have light coming from the screens and a black wall and light coming down. So I'll go get in front of the camera. My face will be blown out by the light in the room. But if I lower the sensitivity on the camera too much, then the screens are too dark. So I have to like fart around with like the contrast of the screens and the lighting that I have and go back and look at it over and over again. I like with a video camera, you just turn the little screen around, it's pointed at you, you get in front of it, you might want to tweak one or two things, hit record, and you're a go. And if you move away from the camera and move towards it, it's tracking you with the focus. I mean, there's just a lot of really good plus sides to that.
But that has to mean then that you're no longer using your live view anymore on the tablet. That's how I set mine all up one time.
I actually haven't used the live view in a very long time. I need to get it going again. I actually bought an entire rig like you have. It's not as good as yours, but it's you know, the mount where you can put everything on it. And I just haven't used it yet. And one of the reasons I bought the mount is because just like you, I wanted to get the screen on there. I wanted to get the microphone on there. I wanted to make it really easy to deploy because right now that's a big sticking point with my videos. Every time I shoot a video, I got to pull everything out, set it all up, move everything around where it's supposed to be, set the microphone somewhere.
I mean, look behind me. That's set up full time. Why couldn't you do something like that?
No, that's what I'm doing. I just haven't had the time yet to do it.
Okay.
I actually have my full rig. I just need to pull it out and attach everything to it.
Yeah, I mean, I only used the tablet, the Nexus 7, to get my focus. I don't pay any attention to the way the video looks on the actual screen of the tablet because it can lie to you. Because you know the tablet has its own color rendering ability and its own brightness. I use the histogram. I use that histogram like the Bible when it comes to. But any photographer will use a histogram.
I've never used it.
Yeah, I mean you and I talked before about quality of video, and you're always like, dang, the quality of the actual video, and people are always shocked to find out I'm shooting on a camera that you could buy for less than $400 now.
Oh, dude, this is funny. Hold on, you got to see this.
Wanted for being a bump hunter.
Yep, JayzTwoCents. It says may complain about Titan Z, reward $600.
I'm only worth $600.
Apparently,
that's disappointing,
dude. You're a cheap date. Thank you, Kenneth, for making that.
I haven't
Go tweet that, man.
I haven't checked Twitter in a while. I'm scared. Oh my god, it's way too many mentions. Can't keep track of them. What's our retweet of Bump Hunter up to?
I don't know. Here, go check it. Let's see here. Somebody told me to go check my Gmail, so I was checking my Gmail.
Resty River says, all the laughing we are doing over Bump Hunter is freaking out my dog. And he shows a picture of his dog. The ears are all back.
The dog's like you, Jay. It's scared of prego lady.
I know, right? The dog gets it. The dog gets it. Why don't you guys?
Dude, I don't know how you could get creeped out over a woman getting like larger breasts and a bigger butt. Like, why?
Ahmad Kala says that... that I typed it with a straight face when I said, well, you heard it on TechTalk. Barnacles gets tubes down the throat. I did type that with a very straight
It's sad
face.
they didn't hear the beginning of the stream, though, when we were talking about it. When you caught me, I didn't notice. Like, yeah, she stuck a little thing in me. And you were like, you started giggling uncontrollably before I could correct it.
I'm telling you right now, I need to on one of these tech talks. I just need to hit start stream when you're not aware, because if people heard the things we talk about before the streams, man, even when you are sick, it's typically sick.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
let's see. Patrick Smith asked, what would he recommend for a cheap iRacing setup? I actually get that question a lot, and from my research and looking around, get yourself a used Logitech G27 wheel pedals and shifter, and go look for plans for a PVC cockpit. Like, I've seen a lot of these guys build these really awesome PVC cockpits from and you can build them like ridiculously cheap.
Those are
PVC cockpits. Create a channel called Bump Hunters. All right, we're doing it.
I don't get it.
Actually, that should be like an actual A&E TV show, like on Discovery Channel or whatever. Tonight on Bump Hunters.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, guys, it's time to start wrapping it up. So if you have a question for us, just put it in the chat quickly. And then if you guys hit dislike, go ahead and switch those back to a like. That would be greatly appreciated.
Yep. If you haven't hit that like button too, please do. It actually helps a lot, guys. It really does. The more likes that we get and the less dislikes we get, the more happier we are. And
he loves interacting with you guys.
I love interacting with you guys.
Hey, guys, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. It helps a bunch.
It does help.
And go ahead and follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I love interacting with you guys. I've watched your intro and your outro more than any of your video content.
I know. What's up, Gasm fans? Jerry here, a.k.a. Barnacles. It's funny. I just randomly said that.
Block, nerd, block. That's my favorite one. I don't know.
a lot of people ask me about the intros to my videos and how I come up with them. And the truth is, I just turn on the camera and do stupid shit for like a half an hour and then edit it together like that. Mm-hmm. What you see is probably 5% of what I've shot. I just do really, and those are my favorite things to make. Like, seriously, my favorite kind of videos to make are the ones where it's just ridiculous amounts of jump cuts and funny shit.
I'll be honest, I'm debating not making a video tonight because I'm in one of those moods where I said I'm not feeling like I'm in it. You know what I mean?
All I'm doing after this is eating pizza, and I'm just resting all of tonight and all of tomorrow. I probably won't even get out of bed tomorrow.
I still have to do the review of the Rapid Eye. I mean, I already did a little like written overview of it on the website, which is good to get some information out. But I got 3 videos I kind of need/want to do. I came up with the idea today that I want to do a video dispelling myths and lies about water cooling, because I can't even tell you about the amount of comments people will say to me, like, hey, I heard blah, blah, blah when it comes to water cooling. And it's like, yeah, you couldn't even be farther from the truth.
Answer this question. Milk is a coolant. Does it work?
You know what's funny is Aquatuning wants to sponsor a video where I just go through and find random crazy fluids to test their thermal properties, like milk, orange juice.
I get like orange
Dr.
juice
Pepper.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper would be awesome. It's all fizzy and shit, and cap blows off your radiator.
I didn't even think about the pressure buildup. I told them, I was like, yeah, but I'm the one that has to clean the mess. That's not fair.
We don't care. We gave you a radiator. Shut your talking hole.
We gave you a radiator. They gave me like a whole pile of radiators. But anyway, there's the water cooling dispelling, myth dispelling video, the Rapid Eye review, and then I still need to start the initial like overview of Project Red Mist coming up, which is the customer build that I'm doing. That's like extreme overkill on water cooling and all that stuff.
That's gonna be cool. So, that's gonna be really cool. I think it's awesome that people actually come to you and are like, build me the super high end system, because it's like you get all the parts, you build something epic, and you get a video out of it. It's just like win-win-win all around.
It is. And I told the guy too, I was like, it's going to take a month minimum for me to actually be able to do it with the amount of detail it needs. And the shitty part is we finally got everything together. I've got just about all the parts that I need. And then all of a sudden I get the orders from work. Hey, you're going to Chicago for a week later this month. It was 2 weeks. It's now a week. So it's like, well, there's a week lost of YouTube stuff. So I got to get some videos queued up, and it's just with the, all the now getting ready for the new baby, and it's crazy. Crazy. How do I make it all work?
Meteorite 121 says, do you have pets? Yes, I have one pet. I have a cat named Hannah that we've had for about 10 years. And it's like the coolest cat ever when it's not eating all of my cables. It literally just chews through every cable in the house.
I have Jerry.
Yeah.
No, I have a cat. My daughter has a cat, Haley, and we have a dog, Maximus. He's a rescue.
Hey, Jay, when I come down there, can we do an Instagram picture of me curled up in your lap and you stroking my back? Because I'm your pet.
I guess.
All right, cool. You guys heard it. He said, yeah. I'm going to hold him to it now.
I didn't say yeah. I said, I guess.
I guess is like saying yes.
No, no, it's not. That's like saying we'll see or maybe to a kid means okay, yay. No, it doesn't. It does not mean okay, yay.
Hey, Reggae Unicorn said, wait, was that Reggae Unicorn? God, things are moving so fast. What are your day jobs? Well, for the people that haven't figured it out from watching the rest of the stream, I am a software developer at Microsoft. Been there for 15 years. It's awesome sauce. And Jay does computer things too.
I actually technically have three jobs. I'm a senior SQA or software quality assurance for a company that writes software. I also assist with our help desk when needed. We have a dedicated help desk out in Boston, and I also do company training of clients that are third-party training of clients that buy our software. And it's all business-to-business software, so it's not like I'm dealing with like sales. But yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I'm really good at explaining things. People are always like, "Hey, you're really good at explaining things." Well, one of the things I do is I train. So, yeah.
See, and I've got a couple jobs myself because when I'm not doing the Microsoft thing, I'm also on a chair on the board of Opulent Studios, which does mobile game development. That's completely external to Microsoft. I also am the unofficial chief technology officer of Dirtfish Rally School in Snoqualmie, Washington. That's a cool gig. And the YouTube thing. I mean, I count it as a hobby, but I also kind of count
It
it
is
as
a job.
It requires a lot of time.
Do you know
and
why?
A lot of resources.
Do you know why it's a job? Because from the start of 2013 till now, you and I are now declared a business in the country of America. They consider the amount of money we made fully 100% taxable. Therefore, we are a business.
That's true. That's true.
So it's a job. I don't know you, the C phase. What are you talking about?
Let's see here. Can I do a tech talk? Wants to see if I like to do the tech talk shows or if I should stick with computer hardware and gaming. You know what, Trey? You should actually do your own live stream on your own channel on Twitch or something like that. And because building it up from the beginning is going to be the biggest education that you get. Just showing up as a guest on somebody else's show, that's not going to set the bar for you because you're going to end up streaming with somebody else and it's going to be a different. You need to establish it how you want to do it and see how well it does.
Metman2Tech says, do you see any value in Tech View Review channel for networking hardware and software? I think it's a very limited audience.
Yeah, but it'd be a devoted audience. I mean, I know a lot of guys that are just like absolute networking whores.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of those things. Like, I think one of the reasons why my channel has been growing so rapidly, and Jay and I have talked about this, is that I am all over the map. I seriously, I'll install brakes in Alexis, and then the next day do a review of a 3D printer, and then the next day shoot a paintball gun and make a slingshot. I draw a lot of different audiences, and that really, really helps. But at the same time, it makes it really hard because I have so many audiences that want to watch one facet of what I do. And so I have to make sure that I keep doing that. Like if I don't make 3D printing videos for a couple weeks, people just start getting weirded out. I don't create, racing videos, people start getting weirded out. So it's harder to maintain a balance. Like where Jay is more of a technology centric person. He covers the whole gamut of technology, but
it's one genre.
Yeah, it's one genre. So my advice to you if you're creating a channel is just be warned that if you are all over the place, it will make things a little bit more difficult for you to keep up with your entire fan base. Expect to have constant random turnover and stuff like that.
Yeah. Zushiba asks, Jerry, do you ever worry that your YouTube channel might raise red flags with Microsoft at some point? They already know about your channel. Didn't you have to go in there and explain what's going on?
Yep, and it's an independent production, and I don't do a whole lot of reviews of Microsoft technology. When I do, it's completely on my own. It's my own opinions.
Right. Didn't legal just want you to very clearly identify that what you do on YouTube is completely independent from them? All your tweets and your social media is you, not representing Microsoft.
Yep.
And that any NDAs that you're a part of, you need to stay very clear from.
Yep, absolutely.
I'd say they're not against it at any means. I don't know if they'd actually be sitting there monitoring you either, but
the thing is why would they be mad at me having a YouTube channel when I have such a large audience and I do a review of like a Surface or something like that and it gets 30, 40,000 views and people really enjoy it. It's like that's it. And the other thing is, could it be considered a conflict of interest that I review competitors' products and I do like competitors' products? Again, that's my own review. That's in my own time. I like all technology. And the other thing is everybody's like, wouldn't they be mad at you make iOS? It's like we program software for iOS. We just released the entire Office suite for iOS.
Yeah.
You know, we're a very diverse company. We're across the board, and we have ties with lots of other people. So
Well, they have to also look at it too. Like one of the things that also really started helping your growth was when you came clean about being a Microsoft developer, because you tried to hide it for a long time. You were worried. You were scared, like sick about what was going to happen if Microsoft found out. Or
I didn't think it was growing. Yeah, it started growing really fast and everything like that. So I consulted LCA and everything and got that all cleared. So I was definitely a lot happier about that when it was all said and done. But yeah, there for a while it was just a little dicey because I didn't expect this thing to go anywhere. I really didn't. This was just a hobby. I was having fun. I thought I'd get a couple hundred, and then they turned into a couple thousand, you know, and now we're at tens of thousands. It's it's a little humbling, guys. It really is that this many people actually like watch my videos.
Well, you know what's really when my eyes really started opening. I mean, yeah, we go and we look at our social blades and we're like, oh, okay, yeah, we gain this much per day. But because of the sponsorship stuff that I have to go and I have to put together performance reports for them, because it's not like, oh, here's money, put your logo, okay, see you later. It's they want to know what their return was, they want to know what the exposure was. So I had to put together entire reports for them to show them where their money went. And so, I mean, we're talking everything. I've got to track tweets that have included any of their stuff. I've got to track any of the product code, discount codes, all that stuff. And I've got to do the work, not them. And so today I did the mid IO report for Cooler Master, and I really had to look at the numbers. And that's when I realized, because I was not only putting percentage or growth numbers, but I was also putting into a percentage of from this period to this period. Channel growth was this hard number plus this percentage compounded growth over the previous month. And I really got to see not just here's the number it grew, but when you're growing 15 to 20% overall total growth per month, that's crazy. I didn't realize it was growing at anywhere between 15 to 20% a month right now. So it means next month I'll have 15% to 20% more than I do today. It's crazy. And I didn't realize that because I never had gone back and looked at the previous months. I always just said, oh, this month it said I gained this much, but I didn't really pay attention to the percentage as a whole. So I looked at it and I went, on a linear trajectory, growth means in a year I could potentially be at. But let's face it, if every month you continue that 15 to 20% growth over the next number, 15% of 60,000 is more than 15% of 45,000 was. So it's just compounding, which is absolutely insane. Because I'm a stats whore. I love stats.
I do too. I love looking at the stats. And also, everybody over in the comments, don't worry about it. Just ignore Andy PC. I actually blocked him a long time ago, so I don't see any of his comments.
I actually went to ban him a second ago, but I couldn't because it logged me out. But he is now.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. I've banned him. I can't see anything he's saying. It's fine. If you guys want to go over and like troll his channel or something, knock yourself out. But I don't care. I can't see anything he's saying.
Yeah. Why you got to bring all the fat haters, Jerry?
I know, dude. Well, they're not really fat haters because the thing is, I
weigh more than you.
I know. Yeah, you're also 4 feet taller than me. No, but no, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, the whole trolling thing. It's people that are just trying to get attention. That's why the larger you get on YouTube, the bigger and badder trolls you attract is because they're just using it to get attention. I mean, it's some 12-year-old kid sitting at a keyboard and he's like, you know, being ignored by his parents and his friends and his family, and he's just trying to get some rise out of somebody, some level of interaction.
I feel bad for him.
No, I do. I feel bad for him too. And if I wasn't doing a live stream right now, I'd engage him and poke him with a stick and have some fun with him, you know, because that's what I enjoy doing with trolls. But tonight, I'm busy doing a live stream, so I just had to like kind of kick him to the curb right now. So I'm sorry about that, Andy PC. I'm sorry I couldn't give you the attention that you needed. You'll just have to go ask your mom for a hug.
I don't understand why YouTube keeps kicking me out. Like I keep having to relog in to the chat. So I go to do something or interact in some way, and it's like you're not signed in. It's like, what the hell?
YouTube is a weird animal now. Ever since Google started really meddling with it, it's like every day I log in, something's a little different.
I've also noticed that it does not like having you logged in multiple tabs. It does not like multiple tab sessions.
Hey, Sheldon iHardware said fat people are cool people. Damn straight, Sheldon. Damn straight.
They're also incredibly soft.
We are, and we're snuggly, and we're warm, and if you're in a life or death situation, do you want to cuddle with a bony, skinny person or a fat person? I'm just saying, when I watch Naked and Afraid, and I see, you know, the fat dude on there, I'm like, dude,
he's gonna live longer.
He's gonna live longer. That dude doesn't have to eat. He could sit on a rock and sip some water for 23 days, and he'll be fine.
You know, when you look and you oogle a person, you're like, oh wow, she's hot or whatever. You know, you can look at a fat person and be like, look at the energy stored on that.
Yeah, well, my wife, she was that. My wife, when we got together, I was self-conscious of my weight when we first got together, and so I talked to her about it, and she's like, no, I like big guys. I'm into big guys. That's my thing. And I was
You're like,
oh.
wow, damn, look.
I was like, that's a thing? Like, really? That's a thing?
If bump hunters can be a thing, that can be a thing.
Hey, dude, I'm a total chubby chaser myself. I mean, if I'm honest, it's like trust me, I've got nothing against skinny women.
Fat people are harder to kidnap.
I actually have that shirt somewhere. Somewhere I have a shirt that says "Fat people are hard to kidnap," and then I have another one that's like "I beat anorexia." I need to go make those shirts. Great.
There you go.
Oh my god, dude.
Well,
yeah, we should probably start wrapping this up.
It is time to wrap it up. I think tonight I'm gonna go ahead and do the first part introduction the parts list, which could take a half-hour by itself for the Project Red Mist coming up, guys. It's a complete overkill project. Now, I want to address this real quick before we get off of here, because inevitably this live stream is going to lead to an influx of messages saying the same thing. Hey, you mentioned client build. How do I get you to build me a computer? Guys, I'm in the position to where I could open up a business tomorrow if I wanted to. However, I choose not to open that business because I don't have the time for it, nor do I even want to start a computer building business. I only build for people very, very selectively. I am very expensive. I'm just going to say supply and demand, and the amount of people want me to build them systems means that I only build them when I have the time and when someone's willing to actually pay what I feel is worth my time. Every now and then somebody fits that bill and is willing to pay my outrageous fees to say they built my computer, and I'll do it. But I only do it for local people where I don't have to ship the computer, because fuck that. I don't ship computers.
You're breaking up, Jay.
Are you there?
Yeah, you're there. That was weird. Just a little bit.
I don't ship computers. I think we're dropping again. Dropping frames.
Are we?
Only 400 frames.
Yeah, my connection says clear.
My kid could have been loading up Netflix on her iPad. Anyway,
probably.
I don't ship computers, especially when they're water-cooled. When computers are water-cooled, shipping them is extremely dangerous. So I don't do it. I only build for local. So unless you guys are in Southern California, chances of me building a computer extremely slim. Just wanted to put
Jay,
that out
I'm in
there.
Seattle. Will you build me a computer?
I'll hand deliver it, baby.
Ooh, man. I love when you say that. All right, guys. Well, it's been a hell of a time tonight. Great live stream. Sorry I didn't have a lot of energy, guys. Again, I'm dealing with pneumonia. Apparently, that's a serious thing according to the hospital this morning. But I had to get on here and do this. I needed something to take my mind off it, and I have a blast doing these things. I really do.
It killed Bernie Mac.
Yep. Oh, and I should probably apologize that I didn't die during the stream, because I think a lot of people came to the stream just specifically to see me die, especially my troll community. And I'm really sorry that I'm going to continue living, but I don't have a lot of power over
Small mechanic, absolutely not. I shall never recommend iBuyPower to anybody ever. CyberPower PC a million times better. They actually have people that you can talk to and give and actually ship your computer in a timely manner. iBuyPower will take your money and make you wait 190 days.
God, have an opinion much? Jeez.
They're local, and I've seen their outfit, man. They are shady.
Dude, you feel the same way about them as I feel about shit. I just drew a blank. The watch company, the smartwatch.
Are you ready? Are you ready for this? I feel the same way about iBuyPower as I do about Titan Z.
Oh, dude, that's harsh. Them's fighting words.
I've
never even bought it. I've actually everything that I've ever bought, like water cooling wise, has been from Frozen CPU, and everything I've bought PC wise for the most part has been through like Newegg. I'm very particular about people I buy from. If I pick a company and I buy stuff from it, and the customer support's really good, and they're really good about getting back to me and helping me out, I'm a customer for life. I'm one of those types of people where it's like I'll spend $20 more on something to make sure I buy it from a company that when I get it and it's in pieces, I can get another one.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm 7 followers away from 6K, so go hit that follow button on Twitter if you guys are Twitter followers, or do have the Twitter, and I'll probably do a giveaway after 6,000. Maybe I'll do a game code or something. So
yeah, Jay needs come on, help Jay catch up to me.
I can't catch up to you because we only gain about 10% of what our subs are in Twitter followers on average, and the amount of people that you tap into, it's impossible now. You're long ahead now on that race to 100K. I go ahead and concede to you now.
Okay, so when I get to 500K, I just want to let everybody know I am going to get a big ego, and I'm going to ignore all my fans, and I'm just going to be a douchebag.
Joey9725. Well, iBuyPower is going out of business now.
Oh man, we just killed iBuy Power. No,
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with
yeah,
that.
no. A lot of people. Sorry, I keep bringing stuff up, but a lot of people have been asking me like, what's going to happen if I get, if I get really big and keep growing at this rate? And the answer is, I'm going to still engage as much as humanly possible. It's just the more people there are, the longer it takes to engage, and the more people that I may not be able to respond to. And it's unfortunate, but I'm always going to be an interactive YouTuber.
And I'm going to make sure that his attitude never changes, guys. If I have to fly up, if I have to fly up to Seattle and literally give him a boot to the head just to bring him back down to earth when he starts getting all up there and thinking he's the shit, I'll bring him back down. I can do it.
Yeah, Jay, if I get out of line, you give me a good firm spanking, okay?
Hey, if 500,000 subscribers for you in the next couple of years is entirely obtainable, and I say when you hit 5,000, we have a special stick fight edition of TechTalk.
I like it.
I fly up there.
187 also said that mono price is the best price for cables. I absolutely agree with that.
Mono price is 15 minutes down the road. I get to go into their showroom and just pick them up off the wall. I love that company.
Dude, that's got to be amazing. And the cool thing is they have good customer support too. I actually, one time I received a product. It was completely broken, like completely broken, and I accidentally threw it away. Literally, I threw it in a pile of junk, and it got thrown away. And I sent a mail, and I said the cable was broken. They're like, "Oh, just mail it back to us, and we'll replace it for you immediately." And I replied back, and I was like, "Oh, never mind. I threw the cable away already. I'm sorry for the inconvenience." They said, "Don't worry about it." They're like, "This one time, we'll go ahead and just send you a new cable. It's fine." I was like, "Wow."
They're good.
Find another company that'll do that.
They're good guys, and I love being able to ask the wife, hey, on your way home from work, because she works right around the corner for them. Hey, can you stop by Monoprice and pick up, this SKU number? And she's like, okay. I mean, you could get lightning chargers for your iPhone 5, legitimate certified chargers for like $15. Try getting a 10-foot charger for an iPhone for $15 at the Apple Store.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Joe Deckel said, "What are your views on PewDiePie?" Fucking successful as hell.
PewDiePie. There, that's PewDiePie.
Dude, PewDiePie is awesome, man. I mean, honestly, I don't think I'm subscribed to him. I don't watch a lot of his videos. He's just not my type of personality, but the guy is incredibly successful at what he does. The guy knows how to run a proper YouTube channel, and the guy, may seem like a total goofball, but he's like a sharp businessman. I mean,
he is a goofball, but look, he could single-handedly send someone enough business to shut down their app. I mean, look what he did to Flappy Bird.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like, the dude could put out a hit on me and have me killed tomorrow. So I'm not gonna mess with him. I love you, PewDiePie. If you're watching this, please don't murder my family.
Well, he's the only guy who could actually call out Machinima and get a public apology.
I know, right? Oh my god.
All right, guys, time to go. Jerry's gonna go die. I'm gonna make a video, and I gotta get like 800 pounds worth of parts in here and show you guys how awesome this build is gonna be. So.
Yeah, I'll Instagram you guys if I die tonight, but yes. I think I might live. So I apologize for the misleading title.
If he dies, he will Instagram his body. All right, let's go ahead and roll the outro.